I'm Caitlin and today I'm going to be doing my makeup whilst talking about the pressures of upcoming graduates and my fears for the future. So today I'm using the Kiko eyeliner for my eyebrows. I'm going to start with that. So yeah, I'm about to graduate from uni. I've got like a month left and I'm just super nervous about it because I just don't know what's next for me. I'm equally really excited though, so it's like a proper like bittersweet feeling at the minute of just not knowing what's next, where I'm going, who I want to be, the kind of life I want to live, and the people I want to surround myself with as well, really. So that's kind of my life struggles currently. To try and make me feel better about like my upcoming graduate fears, I've been talking to a lot of upcoming graduates themselves, especially people within the creative industries like myself, and just kind of trying to find out if I'm the only one who feels like this. And it turns out I'm definitely not, because we're all feeling the same way, which is kind of terrified and really uncertain. So that definitely makes me feel better. It's really weird, but I feel like it's like a really British thing to like get a bit of reassurance out of other people feeling the same bad way that you do, which is really awful, but it is helpful in that sense. So next I'm going to apply my foundation. It's the Rimmel London Last and Finish 25 Hours. I recently, through my discovery of like not knowing what to do next, had a bit of like a, I don't know, like an oh my god, what am I going to do moment, and I started to just think that I'd fallen out of love with the fashion industry, which I've been studying for the last 3 years, so that's really not good. And I just really thought, is this actually the place for me? Like, I feel like there's something I could be doing that would be more beneficial, and like not even to myself but to other people as well. Like, I want to, it sounds so cliche and ridiculous, but I do want to make a difference to at least someone in the world, like not just myself. And within the fashion industry, I do worry that I can't do that, and it's all just a bit superficial. And I don't really know what's made me feel this way. Yeah, not only even in fashion, but then it just makes you think about university in general and how you commit yourself to one subject for 3 years, and then at the end of it, it's often that you don't even want to do that thing. Like, it could be the case with people in law, people studying veterinary nursing, whatever you study. I think that is often the case, and it's really frightening when you just know this one thing and then you realise you don't want to do it anymore. It's like you kind of just jumped into making a decision before you start uni, like this is what you want to do for the rest of your life, and you're just committed to that one thing. Definitely another worry in the fashion industry is the money side of things is often not very good. And I mean, for me personally, money is very important. For others, maybe not. You do have to think about these things. Like, obviously, like when everyone gets a job, there's priorities that you place, as I've said, like enjoying the job, being respected in the workplace, but we do have to think practically as well. Money, unfortunately, is an issue and is something that you really do have to consider. And another thing I always really struggle with is I've obviously just spent the last 3 years at uni, but then I see my friends the same age who haven't bothered with uni, but yet they've already like saving for a house or have so much more money than me, had so many more trips than me, like bought nice things. And I'm comparing myself to them and thinking, why am I not at that stage yet? Obviously, but I've kind of realised that that's really bad, and I need to stop doing that because everyone does things in their own time. So next I'm going to be applying my bronzer. I have Hoola Benefit bronzer, like most people do. So my other kind of battle at the minute, along with wanting to find my kind of like career pathway and my place to be, is I'm really eager to travel, and just knowing when I should do this, when the best time for this is yeah, what I'm really struggling with. I feel like it's very common for students once they've graduated to have a gap year straight away because they're kind of not committed to anything. So that would seem like a good idea, but on another side, I mean, it sounds really silly, but I've got a boyfriend who doesn't want to go yet, and it's like, do you just leave and go anyway? Or do you wait for people? And that sounds really silly, but I think a lot of people are like that, because I've definitely spoke to people. And also, like, I don't know if I want to travel on my own. It's not necessarily that I'm holding for my boyfriend, but I'd want to experience it with someone, whether that was a friend or a boyfriend or a family member, whoever that was. I do really like the idea of a gap year within itself, and not necessarily travelling all the time, but just having a year's break, and not even necessarily a year, it could be a season, a term kind of thing, but just having a break to, I say do nothing, but nothing would be getting a really easy going job for me, and just trying to save as much money as I can and just doing that for a minute, because you come out of uni and you've had so much stress for the last 3 years shoved on your shoulders. I think it just sounds really nice to actually be stress-free for a while, instead of going into a really serious job straight away and having all of that stress back on my shoulders already. So a gap year is ideal for me, where I travel a bit, but that's not the whole thing. And then with that, I'm working and also just doing things that I've like wanted to do for so long. Like at uni, you're so busy, there's so many things that you want to do, but you don't have time for it. So just little things like learning new things. Like I'm really like eager to learn a new language. I'd love to have the time to be able to do that and stuff like that. And just being a bit more adventurous and doing things that I actually want to do, instead of working in a place that I particularly wouldn't want to work in, maybe. Okay, so next I'm doing my mascara. It's the Max Factor False Lash Effect. I think my desires to travel, a part of it's definitely come from myself, but I think a huge part, is undeniable to say, is from social media, because it's all you see on your screens nowadays is like luxurious beaches and bloggers like just away on holiday week after week. And then you just start to compare yourself, and you just think, how can I'm like working at uni, I'm working my butt off like 3 years every day, not getting anywhere kind of thing, but then they're off on these holidays doing what? Like how have they done that? And it just makes you think like I think there's definitely like a taboo around bloggers and the people who get to do that, but it kind of makes you think, well, if I could do that, I would definitely not say no to it. Like I feel like you'd be stupid not to. In my final stage, I'm applying my lipstick, and it's MAC, and it is the shade Spirit. So just overall, like in terms of what I've been talking about, I think there's just way too much pressure to know what we're doing when actually no one does. And I think it's so okay that no one knows what they're doing, and it should be spoke about more and kind of celebrated. This whole confusion of not knowing needs to be celebrated, as opposed to being looked at as a taboo and to be, you know, struggled upon. And that's definitely something that can be done over social media. So I hope from filming this I have at least helped someone out there. Thank you for watching.